Good evening, you're now with me, Lorenzo Isaac, for TVS Nightline. Here are the headlines for tonight. Over 4.9 billion ringgit allocated for 200 development projects in SARIKEI, covering roads and utilities. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim to hold talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin on bilateral cooperation in Moscow tomorrow. In world news, International Civil Aviation Organization blames Russia for 2014 MH17 downing, marking historic ruling on member states' dispute. A total of 200 development projects have been completed or are currently underway in the SARIKEI division between April 10 and 30th, valued at over 4.9 billion ringgit. Sarawak Premier Datuk Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg revealed that these projects include road construction and utility infrastructure, all progressing according to schedule.
Ialah bangunan ini yang telah siap yang berharga lebih 154 juta dan ini akan menempatkan pejabat residen dan juga agensi-agensi penting yang memberi perkhidmatan kepada masyarakat di SARIKEI, dan pejabat bangunan yang lama juga akan digunakan oleh agensi-agensi yang lain, termasuklah di bawah Jabatan Persekutuan. Jadi ini akan ada koordinasi supaya perkhidmatan yang kita beri kepada rakyat di bahagian SARIKEI ini ialah perkhidmatan yang baik dan mampat.
He made these remarks after officiating the launch of the new Integrated Administrative Centre IAC. Elaborating further, Abang Johari said the IAC is designed based on the Green Building Index GBI standards.
Bangunan ini adalah bangunan GBI, Green Building Index, dan juga ada hubungan online dengan jabatan-jabatan lain termasuklah di Kuching. Ini sudah tentu membolehkan pegawai kita untuk mempunyai Zoom meeting, Zoom, kalau diperlukan, khususnya dari sudut pelaksanaan projek-projek yang mungkin ada masalah dan boleh diselesaikan melalui Zoom meeting. Dan saya rasa bahawa dalam hal ini kita rasa perkhidmatan kita lebih mantap lagi untuk kawasan pasar di 4 daerah tersebut, iaitu daerah Merantung, daerah SARIKEI, daerah Pakan dan juga daerah Julau.
The 12-story IAC houses various government offices, including the Residence Office and the Department of Land and Survey. Abang Johari said the IAC, initiated in 2020, is part of SARIKEI's urban expansion plan and will serve as a future model for development in the district. He is confident the IAC will position SARIKEI as a more advanced township with enhanced ICT infrastructure in line with the government's smart city agenda. The Sarawak government has allocated 3 billion ringgit under the 13 Malaysia Plan RMK13 to construct modern government quarters across the region. Sarawak Premier Datuk Pendingin Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg said the initiative aims to provide a more comfortable working environment, especially for civil servants in rural areas.
Macam di kawasan saya di Gedung, kita tidak ada mempunyai quarters untuk doktor yang berkhidmat. Maka kita terpaksa mencari rumah orang kampung untuk disewa. Sebab itu saya mendapat inspiration supaya kita menempatkan quarters kita secara modern, apartment quarters di mana ia akan diuruskan oleh sebuah agensi untuk management of the building, dan kita juga bekalkan dengan kawasan-kawasan ruang rekreasi. Tadi saya sebut gym. Jadi maka pegawai kita dapat menjaga kesihatan mereka dan mempunyai ruang-ruang untuk mereka beriadah.
The new quarters will be built based on a modern apartment concept specifically designed to cater to the current needs of civil servants. The project will be managed by a dedicated agency to ensure maintenance is carried out professionally, efficiently, and systematically. Several strategic locations have already been identified and approved by the Public Service Commission (SPA), with priority given to areas close to government offices and public facilities such as stadiums and recreational centers. In a bid to position Sarawak as a leading hub for digital innovation and culture, the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak MTCP has partnered with the Sarawak Digital Economy Corporation (ASDEC) to strengthen the state's creative economy. Deputy Minister of Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, Datuk Snodan Lawan, stated that this strategic collaboration aims not only to develop Sarawak's digital economy, but also to elevate its local cultural identity to a regional and global level.
He added that this partnership aligns with the Sarawak Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030, which emphasizes creativity and technology-driven economic development. According to him, the plan aims to transform Sarawak into a competitive digital hub in Southeast Asia, with the creative and digital sectors playing a crucial role in the state's economic growth.
Embedding creativity, culture and innovation into Sarawak growth model. Under PCDS 2030, we are positioning the creative sector as an engine for both digital transformation and economic diversification. But more importantly, we see ourselves as an enabler, supporting creative entrepreneurs, practitioners and businesses to build and expand.
He made these remarks at the launch of Creative East 2025, Empowering Tomorrow's Creator Today in Kuching on Wednesday.
Sarawak is poised to make history as the first state in the world to implement the advanced isobaric GT hydrogen transport technology, a collaboration between NGL Tech and SEDC Energy. This pioneering project will involve the transfer of 50 kilograms of hydrogen every cycle at a pressure of 200 bar, with each transfer taking less than 10 minutes.
This represents a significant improvement over conventional systems, which are slower and less efficient. According to Director of Green Technology at NGL Tech, Devraj Sativalu, this latest technology will also lower costs, accelerate hydrogen transfers, and facilitate easier access to hydrogen for both public and industrial use.
This technology will allow the transfer of hydrogen to be a lot cheaper, so it makes it much more accessible. Hydrogen can then be used in, whether it's for vehicles, whether it's used for, any other use cases. This allows it to be a lot more accessible to the public and further driving the roadmap that the Premier just spoke about earlier. This will be the first. This is going to be the first in Sarawak, and when implemented, Sarawak will have the world's fastest, safest and cheapest method of transferring hydrogen gas. We'll be working with SEDC very closely, basically developing the first round of mobile hydrogen refueling stations. With this test implemented, it should, if it proves successful, we'll then be scaling it up across the hydrogen supply chain.
Devraj made these remarks during the Hydrogen Economy Forum H2EF 2025 held in Kuching on Tuesday. During the same event, a letter of intent (LOI) was signed between NGL Tech and SEDC Energy to solidify their commitment towards the development of future hydrogen solutions.
So what this pilot looks at doing is transferring 50 kgs of hydrogen at 200 bar, and we're looking at doing this within sub 10 minutes per transfer. And this would be a back-to-back transfer. So unlike the conventional systems, whereby you need to implement duplicate systems in order to get back-to-back transfers, the isobaric will allow for a single module to do back-to-back transfers continuously.
One of the unique features of the isobaric GT technology is its ability to operate without the need for high-pressure compressors or coolers, which reduces energy consumption and improves efficiency. This pilot project will last for 9 months to evaluate the system's effectiveness in real-world operations. NGL Tech also expressed its gratitude for the Sarawak government's commitment to proactively leading the hydrogen industry, which is seen as a global inspiration.
Welcome back. Russian President Vladimir Putin is scheduled to hold discussions with Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim on Wednesday. According to the Kremlin's press service, the two leaders will focus on bilateral cooperation, particularly in politics, trade and economics.
They are also expected to outline the next steps to strengthen the relationship between the two countries. Furthermore, Putin and ANWAR will exchange views on pressing international and regional developments. The two leaders last met in September 2024 on the sidelines of the Eastern Economic Forum (EEF) in Vladivostok. Russia and Malaysia share similar positions on various regional and global issues. Both countries are actively collaborating through platforms such as the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN, and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC. Malaysia officially became a BRICS partner country in January 2025. Currently, Russia and Malaysia have signed 20 cooperation agreements. According to Russia's ambassador to Malaysia, Naya Latipov, bilateral trade in 2024 reached approximately $2.5 billion. Russia's main exports to Malaysia include raw materials, oil, and chemical products, while Malaysia exports rubber, machinery, and agricultural goods to Russia.
On to world news. The United Nations Aviation Body has ruled that Russia is responsible for downing of Malaysia Airlines flight MH17 over Ukraine in 2014, killing 298 people. The decision marks the first time the Council has ruled on a dispute between member states. Australia and the Netherlands, which lost most citizens in the tragedy, are calling on Russia to take responsibility and pay damages.
Nadat duidelijk was geworden dat deze ramp zich had voorgedaan door de inzet van de bukteler, is die snel weer afgevoerd naar de Russische Federatie, in de verwachting dat zo een internationaal schandaal was voorkomen. Uit de bewijsmiddelen is duidelijk geworden dat de feitelijke komst van de bukteler is geïnitieerd door de verdachte Dubinsky. En dat het transport van de bukteler naar en van de afvuurlocatie onder zijn directe leiding is georganiseerd en aangestuurd.
The Kremlin rejected the ruling as biased, saying Russia did not join the investigation. MH17 was struck by a Russian-made missile over Donetsk, where pro-Russian rebels were battling Ukrainian forces. Dutch courts earlier sentenced 3 men, including 2 Russian, over the attack, though Russia refused to extradite them.
Wij vorderen de verdachte Girkin, Dubinsky, Pulatov en Garchenko, ieder voor het in vereniging doen verongelukken van een vliegtuig met de dood tot gevolg en de moord in vereniging op 298 inzittenden te veroordelen tot een levenslange gevangenisstraf.
Those were the updates on TVS Nightline. I'm Lorenzo Isaac. Thank you for watching and have a good night.